I'm amazed at how that character's Strange New Worlds appearance didn't break Star Trek canon. In a franchise as sprawling, interconnected, and deeply scrutinized as Star Trek, continuity isn't just important, it's sacred. For nearly 6 decades, fans have tracked stardates, cross-referenced character arcs, and debated the smallest inconsistencies like their Federation policy disputes. So when Star Trek, Strange New Worlds boldly reintroduced that character, many viewers braced for impact. Surely this would shatter canon, right? And yet, it didn't. That's what makes this moment so fascinating and, frankly, a little astonishing. The canon minefield Strange New Worlds walked into. By design, Strange New Worlds sits in one of the trickiest timelines in Trek history. It's a prequel to Star Trek, the original series, meaning every character decision, every encounter, and every revelation must carefully align with events that haven't technically happened yet, but already exist in canon. This creates a narrative paradox. The show must feel fresh and unpredictable while still arriving exactly where history says it should. So when that character, previously tied to events or timelines that seemed incompatible with this era, suddenly appeared, alarms went off instantly. Fans who know their Trek lore inside and out began asking the obvious question: how is this even possible? The genius of contextual storytelling. The answer lies in something Strange New Worlds has become remarkably good at: contextual storytelling. Rather than ignoring canon or rewriting it, the series often reframes what we thought we knew. It fills in gaps, adds nuance, and occasionally reveals that earlier assumptions weren't the full picture. That's exactly what happened here. Instead of contradicting established events, the writers leaned into ambiguity. They crafted a scenario where the character's presence fits into the timeline without disrupting key milestones from the original series. It's less about changing history and more about revealing a hidden chapter that was always there. We just didn't see it. It's a delicate balancing act, but one the show executes with surprising precision. Memory, perspective, and the unreliable canon trick. One of the smartest tools in Trek's storytelling arsenal, especially in modern series, is the idea that canon itself can be subjective. Characters don't always remember events perfectly. Records can be incomplete. And sometimes, what we saw in earlier shows wasn't the full truth. By embracing this idea, Strange New Worlds creates space for seemingly impossible appearances to make sense. That character's involvement doesn't overwrite anything. It simply exists in a blind spot. Think about how often Star Trek has played with perception. Alternate timelines, temporal interference, memory alteration, parallel realities. These aren't loopholes, they're foundational elements of the franchise. So when this character shows up under unusual circumstances, it doesn't feel like a cheat. It feels like Star Trek being Star Trek, respecting legacy without being trapped by it. There's a fine line between honoring canon and being imprisoned by it. If every story must strictly adhere to previously established details, storytelling becomes rigid, predictable, even. Strange New Worlds understands that canon should be a guide, not a cage. By carefully introducing that character in a way that complements existing lore, the show achieves something rare. It expands,